I know this is not the perfect setup. The lighting is bad, the position is bad, whatever. Actually, it's super fucking hot here, so I'm gonna have to open the balcony. So today I want to talk about a bit of, purpose and just thinking about your life and how you want your future to look like. And, since I was 18, I knew that, I either be wealthy and do not worry about money and live, free of just worrying about the financials, or I'm gonna move to a very cheap country and make maybe $1,000, $2,000 online. That's pretty easy to do. That was my other option and still is. I mean, I'm doing pretty good right now, but who knows what the future holds. Hopefully it will only get better than this. When I was living at home and I didn't know really what to do, or I was doing copywriting and there was no success, I remember my dad calling me, at night and just asking me, how things are going and stuff like that. And I always told him that I'm either gonna be wealthy or I'm gonna move to a cheap country. Thailand back then wasn't, popular like it is right now. People are moving there, people are working there because it's cheap. It wasn't like that before, and I knew that, I either go to a cheap country or be wealthy here. Of course, back then I had no idea how I'm going to be wealthy. I just knew that I wanted to be wealthy and I knew that I was going to be wealthy. Of course, I was doing, copywriting, but there wasn't really much success, so it was just me doing it, hoping for the best. I was never really dreaming about luxurious cars and stuff like that because I think when you buy these stuff, the items will start owning you instead of you owning them. And this is why I also, I want to buy a nice car. I could buy a nice car, but why would I do that? I don't even use cars that much, to be honest. I don't even use my current car that much. So it would be just a waste of money. And also in the future I want to move out of this country, and then what do I do with the car? So I feel like it would just hold me here. I do not want a car holding me back or influencing my decision of moving or not. So I would like to think that I'm not influenced by materialistic stuff. I do like nice cars, I do like nice watches. I'm trying to stay off of that and focus on, the freedom. If the time comes and, financials are good, I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy, nice watches and shit. But for now, the main focus is on doing what I love, having the freedom of financials, and just, being happy in general, like mentally. I'm sorry, my lips are drying because I'm on Accutane and it's drying my lips, and I'm also kind of sick, so the combination makes my lip and face fucking dry. I'm sorry about that. But what I was saying, that's my current vision. I'm not saying that what I'm doing today is what I want to do for the rest of my life, because I think that would be a big lie. I know that I want to do entrepreneurship, but I'm not sure if I want to do agency. Right now I'm running an agency, as some of you might have seen in the last video I did, where I explained the whole business side of my life from zero to $9,000 per month, which is where I'm at right now. I don't like calling it an agency because I have very bad experiences with agencies, and I associate the word agency with lazy work, low pay, bad communication, etc. I call mine a boutique team, but to be fair, it is an agency model. It is an agency. We take on very few clients, only working with high ticket ones to assure that we can get the best results for them and for us as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I think there is always a side of the business, whatever business you're in, that you don't like doing. There are parts of the agency that I don't like doing. Entrepreneurship comes with that. You have to do stuff that you don't want to do but needs to get done. But aside from that, I can't complain, to be honest. Like, I have amazing people working with me. I have amazing clients I'm working with. I do have kind of an ego where if I feel like anyone is above me or making more money than me and working with me, I kind of get not mad, but like frustrated a bit. I've been thinking about doing ecom, like just building an ecom brand. Since I know a lot about ads, organic videos, I think I have a pretty good chance of building a successful business, maybe with a partner. But we will see. And I would suggest anyone who's watching this, that don't waste your life at a job you hate to buy things that you don't really need, and just, keep repeating that cycle. I think the number one focus should be that you find something that you enjoy doing and make a living out of that. I think that's the most important thing, because if you just start a business because of the money side of things, even though people say that, oh, obsession doesn't belong to business, or you don't need to be obsessed, you just need discipline and this and that, you are going to get, outworked, because there are guys that, are truly obsessed with the work. They are studying, they are working all day, all night, they are there. It's just a whole nother game for them. And the thing is, you are not gonna reach that level just by discipline, and also you are not gonna be happy. But that's just my perspective. Don't misunderstand this. I'm not against 9 to 5s. I'm actually jealous of people who have a career that they like, they genuinely enjoy. I did not have that. I didn't know what to study back then. When I was given the choice what school to go in, my parents sent me for architecture. I finished it. I never worked in architecture. I hate architecture, or like not architecture, but things behind architecture. I wouldn't work in architecture. That's the main point. There is no job that I can think of that would fulfill me in terms of like a 9 to 5. And if there is something for you that is a 9 to 5, your career, and you're interested in it, you are happy to wake up in the morning, go to work, I think that's a beautiful thing. You should keep doing what you are doing. But just in case you are in the same position that I was in a few years ago, when there was no job, there was no career that I wanted to do, I didn't know what to study, I didn't know how to make money out of something that, I was like enjoying at least a little bit. I think that's the time when you should focus on learning more about yourself. I think books are powerful not because of the knowledge that's in them, but because when you are reading alone, and it's just silence, you and the words, just reading the book, you start to know more and more about yourself. Obviously, it's not throughout the whole book. 10% of a book is going to be like that, where you just stop reading and you're like, wow, is that me? Is that what I want to do, or something like that? If you're asking why books are not only that 10%, then it's because they need to sell those books. You wouldn't buy a book for $40 if it was 12 pages. Sorry. And I also wouldn't recommend picking up highly hyped books, because you are gonna get disappointed, especially if it's going to be your first book. That's because you are gonna have expectations that gurus told you that you are gonna be superhuman because you read 48 Laws of Power, and you are now mastering psychological rules where you can just manipulate everyone to do whatever you want them to do. That's not how it works. That's not the point of it either. Just pick up a book that you like, search on fucking Audible or Amazon or whatever, bookstore you have near you, and start reading something. Also, one thing that I did throughout this time, and I'm still occasionally doing, mostly when there are, tough times, is journaling. I mostly journal by just, putting my phone down and talking to the camera. I have a bunch of videos of me, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old, talking to the camera, what is happening, what the problem is, and just what the conclusion was. Also, that ego that I was talking about before, I had 2 jobs that were, 9 to 5s. First job, I was kicked out because I didn't care about the stuff they were teaching before actually working. I was there for 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't pass the exams, and also I got some notice during those weeks as well that I'm not paying attention and stuff like that. There was a guy, we were just chilling, talking and stuff. Both of us didn't care, both of us got kicked out at the end. But yeah, fun times. The second job I quit because the business was doing well. I didn't take that job seriously either, because it wasn't like a real fucking like fulfilling career. I was doing invoices, I was doing papers, I was calling basically vendors. It was an American company. I was calling vendors that, when is this going to be finished, when is that going to be finished. It wasn't fulfilling at all. I was doing it for the money because I needed money, and I opted out as soon as I could. Now I'm making 8 times as much money as I was making on that job. Well, some months are not this good. Obviously, we are talking about a business. Not all the months are good, not all the months are same. It's stressful. Every single month you have to, or every single day, you have to figure out how you're going to make money. I remember that I have a video somewhere in my phone where I'm basically at the first job, and I was the first to come into the office, and I put my phone down and I was calculating how much money I need to move to the capital where I am right now, Budapest. I was calculating how much money I need because my dream was living alone, doing my own stuff. Just how much I'm paying for this apartment is more money than what I calculated back then, how much I need to live off of, food, apartment, everything. I did know that I was going to somehow be wealthy eventually, but the doubt starts to build up over time when you don't achieve anything for months or years. The feeling was still in me that I'm going to make it, but I just didn't know how. So yeah, I think everyone should live their life based on their values, on their own thoughts, own opinions, and I believe that I need to eventually shift more towards passion and build something with passion. There are things in life that are certain that I know I want to do, or there are things that we share with my girlfriend. We've talked about this before, that we want a farm in fucking Switzerland beside the river doing dog shelter, and that's just a dream of ours that will hopefully become a reality one day. Also, what I noticed in the past and even occasionally now, that I can be so easily influenced by these gurus that are telling you to do this and that. It's good to watch these videos with an open mind and just make the conclusions, have your own thoughts. Don't live your life based on someone else's opinion. Also, a big killer is perfection. I'm recording this video right now with bad lights. The camera settings are not even set. I don't know what settings are on. I don't even care. I do not have a mic. It's the camera mic. I just basically sat down. I wrote the script today. I'm not even following it. I just read within the lines and I'm starting talking about some bullshit. And also, if you're shooting for perfection, a bunch of time you're not gonna do actually anything. You will start the work and you will stop somewhere in between because you didn't figure out how to do a thumbnail, or because the script is here the script is not really good. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video right now and just rewrite the script because it's not good. It's not perfect. Video is not perfect, the script is not perfect, the lighting is not perfect, the thumbnail is not perfect, the title is not perfect, and I do not care. The next title, the next thumbnail, the next video will be better. I need to learn as well. I need to go through these things. And if I, say that I'm gonna stop this recording and record tomorrow with good lighting, then I'm just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and I'm not gonna record tomorrow probably because I have a bunch of stuff to do and I was just, coping. So I hope I could help you somehow. You need to, know yourself better, read books, journal if needed, meditate maybe. Action beats perfection. I think that's a really good conclusion from this video as well. I have a whole agency to run. I do not have much time to record YouTube videos, do not have much time to edit them. I'm probably not even editing this. But even though I don't have much time, I'm still making moves, even if it's just 3 hours a week. I'm still here recording this video, which is not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be uploaded. So yeah, move towards what you wanna do, even if it's in small steps. It will grow eventually. If you need any help, you can shoot me a message on my Instagram. I'm happy to help you out. It's gonna be in the description. And also, if you leave a like and subscribe, I'll highly appreciate that as well. Just remember, this is your time and it's closer than you think. I'll be waiting for you.